Kim Kardashian's recent admission that she failed the California bar exam has ignited a firestorm of conversations across the entertainment and legal worlds, shedding light on not just her personal resilience but also the formidable barriers that aspiring lawyers face in one of the most rigorous testing environments in the United States. For those unfamiliar with Kardashian's unconventional journey into the legal field, it all began several years ago when she channeled her platform as a global media mogul into advocacy for criminal justice reform. What started as a passionate interest in high-profile cases, like the clemency plea for Alice Marie Johnson, whom Kardashian successfully lobbied then-President Donald Trump to pardon, evolved into a structured pursuit of legal credentials. Opting for California's Law Office Study Program, which allows individuals to prepare for the bar without traditional law school, Kardashian immersed herself in an intensive regimen of reading, writing, and analytical exercises. This path, while flexible, demands an extraordinary level of self-discipline, qualities Kardashian has long demonstrated through her entrepreneurial ventures in fashion, beauty, and television. The California bar exam itself is a beast of mythic proportions, often likened to scaling the sheer cliffs of El Capitan without ropes. Unlike the uniform bar exam adopted by many other states, California's version is a bespoke crucible designed to test not just knowledge but endurance, precision, and the ability to synthesize vast swaths of legal doctrine under pressure. The exam spans multiple days, delving into subjects ranging from constitutional law and torts to evidence and professional responsibility. Each section requires examinees to craft essays that dissect hypotheticals with surgical accuracy, spotting issues, applying rules, and concluding with persuasive analysis, all within unforgiving time limits. Attorneys who have weathered its storms describe it as less a gauge of raw intellect and more a marathon of mental fortitude. One veteran litigator recounted her own experience. The first day alone felt like a sprint through quicksand, with 8 essays demanding recall of minutiae from centuries-old precedents. By the afternoon of the second day, fatigue sets in like a fog, clouding judgment and sapping the will to continue. Pass rates hover around the low 40% for first-time takers, dipping even lower for repeaters who return haunted by prior defeats. Kardashian's failure, disclosed with characteristic candor on social media, was not a bombshell to those tracking her progress but a poignant reminder of the exam's impartial cruelty. She scored just shy of the passing threshold, a razor-thin margin that underscores how the test can hinge on a single overlooked nuance or a momentary lapse in concentration. Yet, in her response, Kardashian transformed potential defeat into a rallying cry for persistence. 6 years into this law journey, and I'm still all in until I pass the bar, she declared in a post that garnered millions of views. No shortcuts, no giving up, just more studying and even more determination. Falling short isn't failure, it's fuel. I was so close to passing the exam and that only motivates me even more. This mindset echoes the stories of countless lawyers who have stumbled at the bar only to rise as titans in their fields. Consider the tales of Supreme Court justices and powerhouse attorneys who failed multiple times. Their eventual triumphs were forged in the very fires of rejection that now test Kardashian. Delving deeper into the exam's architecture reveals why it's such a formidable adversary. California's legal landscape is a labyrinthine tapestry, influenced by state-specific statutes that diverge sharply from federal norms. Property law, for instance, grapples with community property divisions unique to the Golden State, while criminal procedure incorporates quirks from landmark cases like People v. Miranda. The multiple-choice component, known as the Multi-State Bar Examination (MBE), covers broad national principles but demands the ability to pivot seamlessly between jurisdictions. Performance tests simulate real-world tasks, such as drafting memos from incomplete files, mirroring the chaos of actual practice. Attorneys emphasize that the bar isn't about brilliance in isolation. It's a pressure cooker that rewards those who can compartmentalize stress and adhere to rigid formats. One professor likened it to performing open-heart surgery while reciting Shakespeare. Exhausting, yes, but essential for weeding out those unprepared for the profession's demands. Kardashian's approach to preparation has drawn both praise and scrutiny, particularly her embrace of artificial intelligence tools like ChatGPT. In an era where legal tech is revolutionizing the field, from contract review algorithms to predictive analytics in litigation, her use of AI for outlining cases and brainstorming arguments aligns with forward-thinking practices. Legal educators now incorporate similar tools into curricula, teaching students to leverage them ethically while honing human judgment. Critics who scoff at her methods overlook a crucial truth: the bar exam, for all its tradition, is evolving. Remote proctoring during the pandemic exposed vulnerabilities, and ongoing reforms aim to shorten the test and incorporate adaptive questioning. Yet, Kardashian's transparency about AI demystifies it for aspiring lawyers, positioning her as a bridge between pop culture and professional gatekeeping. Beyond the mechanics of the exam lies a broader narrative about access to justice. Kardashian's foray into law isn't mere celebrity whimsy, it's rooted in a profound commitment to reform. Her work with organizations like #Cut50 has spotlighted sentencing disparities, pushing for second chances in a system that often metes out first strikes with undue severity. She's visited prisons, met with inmates' families, and lobbied lawmakers on issues from compassionate release to bail reform. In one poignant instance, she sat with death row inmates, absorbing stories that humanized statistics and fueled her resolve. Failing the bar doesn't diminish these contributions. If anything, it amplifies her authenticity.